Hey up! Welcome back to the Yorkshire Bike Mechanics YouTube channel. We're here today. We've got Goosey Gander with us. My name's Dave Kay, you're with the Yorkshire Bike Mechanic, and we're out in the woods. We're in a lovely place, a lovely stretch of the world in Calderdale. It's between Copley and Soby Bridge. It's the Leeds and Liverpool canal. And we're here today to test this lovely little green compact e-bike. Let's crack on. Now this is a Velo DE Ville or Velo DE Ville. It's a German bike. It's made entirely in Germany. Quality. It's pretty unique in how it's set up. So what I thought I'd do is, I'd show you around it, let you know what's going on with it, and then we can take it for a little bit of a ride and see how it goes. Now this bike is pretty unique, like I said. Now what I mean by that is you can actually go on the Velo DE Ville website and you can configure one of these to have what you want on it. If you want a different hub on it, you can have a different hub. You can have a different speed hub. You can have all sorts of stuff, different colours, and you can choose what you want to be on it. Now the brilliant thing about this particular commuter bike is, besides its compact size, it is pretty light, and that's because it's got the new SX Bosch motor in there. It's a small compact unit delivering 55 Newton meters, perfect for commuting. You can put a smaller battery in there, do the same amount of miles. Brilliant little setup. But above that, this whole thing is driven by this carbon gates belt. Now this is a brilliant system if you ask me, because I think this might be a future for where we need to go with e-bikes. It gets rid of the cassette, it gets rid of the derailleur, the whole gear system is in the hub, and so what you've got is a completely efficient drive system that lasts such a long time, and that's the benefit of a Gates belt driven system. I think this might be one of the considerations to make in future when we're designing e-bikes. And as you can see, it's a lovely colour. It's got racks on. This has been configured to have racks on it. It's really well finished off. It's got a lovely little suspension seat post on there, and the bars you can adjust to lift up or down to suit your height or how you want to sit on your bike. I'll show you what I mean. So all you need to do is unclip this at the side here, and this lifts up to whatever height you want it to be for your particular ride. But the other thing is, once it's down, or when you want to transport it, this little clip here, you push it down and this turns, but the wheel stays forward, so you can actually store it or keep it in a position where it's easily kept so it's not in the way. So that's a brilliant thing. It's pretty unique as well to this particular bike. So you need to put that back there, and we're back to where we started. Again, it's the Bosch Smart system with the shifter on the right hand side with the grip shift, 7 gears on this one, and the LED display, little bell. So all together, a really good little bike. Now that we've looked round it, let's give it a ride. We've just got basically this belt drive system powering through the hub, driving the bike, and it's super quiet. It really is nice, and there's a little bit of suspension on the seat as well. That helps to make it a little bit more comfortable. Bigger tyres, so there's a little bit of suspension there as well. So say for example my commute to work is really long, and I'm not sure whether this battery is going to last, and I could get an additional battery if I wanted to, but what about if I turn it off? Because we all know that e-bikes generally, when the battery's gone, they are super heavy to pedal. So I think it's important that if this bike has to be pedalled without assistance, then it needs to be fairly easy to do. So let's turn it off. That's doable. That's not bad, to be honest. So it doesn't feel like a normal e-bike where you're struggling to pedal. It's like pedalling through treacle. It's not like that at all. It's fairly straightforward to pedal. So that's going to be useful in case you run out of battery. Nice boat there, look. Morning. It's a lovely part of Canal, is this. It's a lovely place. We're really fortunate to have places like this to cycle. It's fairly quiet. Lovely place. Nice to ride your bike. If you ride your bike to work, this is probably the best way of doing it. Morning. Morning. And generally people are quite nice when they see you coming along. So I'm enjoying this little ride on this little bike. It's lovely, and I've still got it turned off, and to be honest I'm not bothered. I've turned it back on now, and I'm just heading back to where we set off. Would I buy one? Yes, I would. I would buy one if I had a commute to work every day, especially if I could do it like this. Then yeah, of course I would. It's a quality bike, but it has a quality price. It's not a cheap bike, but it doesn't have cheap components on it. It's well built. All components are quality. You've got the Bosch motor in there, so obviously you get the support on the warranty on that one. There are dealers locally that you can take it to if you need to, so that's not an issue. I think the base price is around about $3,900, so it's not a cheap bike, but it's quality and it'll last. With the Gates belt system, you won't have to change all them gears. You won't have cassettes to change, you won't have chains to change, you won't have front rings to change. That's got to be a benefit. If I were in the market for a commuter, then this would be a serious consideration for me. It's a brilliant little bike and it's built to last, which is important. So on that note, I'll say goodbye, toodle pip, thanks for watching, please subscribe, and if you want to do a super thanks, that'd be really, really appreciated. Toodle pip.